Hey, it's Dan here. I wanted to make an update on the account so far. So far, now that I've been building and adding to, and I've got some extra money on the sideline that I'm going to be able to put in here in the next week or two. But I'm trying not to buy so much at one time. You know what I'm saying? It's just essentially a dollar cost average thing. But now the account's growing. I can remember when I first started the YouTube channel. On this account. And I started this with 800 back in October of 2023 at the very beginning with $800. So I'm just like showing you, how you can take small incremental amounts, 100 from me, 100 from my brother so far. My sister is going to start putting in, but that's a whole thing. And, taking Doug's rent money and throwing it in here and then scrapping appliances and stuff like that and taking the copper and the wires and stripping the wires and stuff like that. And then whatever little side things I can, get my hands on. Yeah, it's growing steadily. I'm curious, interested, and we'll be happy to see what it's like, at the end of the year. What we're at, at the end of the year, we're at 12,900 something now. It was at 13,000 this morning, but some stocks pulled back. Whatever, it is no big deal. That's just kind of how it rolls. But I wanted to share with you PayPal. I've been talking about PayPal a lot. Look at this. So this is a daily chart on PayPal here. And I've been kind of just buying shares in the account as it goes along, all in this area. But like if we zoom out, let's go to the weekly. If we zoom out, my position is 41 shares at $60.06, right? And that's due to, dollar cost averaging. I'm not done, all right, putting into this stock. I think that I would buy all the way to $75, $80 a share, a dollar cost average into it. You know what I mean? And just buy weekly. That's how I look at it. I'm buying pretty close to the bottom if you think about it. Like if we talk about, you guys ever see that chart? Stock market psychology chart. I'll look it up. Let's see what we got here. Boom. I bet you it pulls it up. All right, here we go. Doesn't this look familiar here? This chart right here, right? It looks just like PayPal's chart. Let's go back to Webull here. Check this out. So you have the beginning stages of the boost up and then the fall back down, right? And the fall back down, and then we look at this, right? It looks a lot like PayPal's chart, you know what I'm saying? And here's the thing, it's so undervalued. I mean, you got your hope of recovery is possible, the disbelief. This is where we're at right now on PayPal. Disbelief, this rally will fail like others, right? And I'm going to go to their investor relations page here in a second, and I'm just going to show you some things that I've been seeing that I think is very, very, cool about PayPal here. This is but we'll go through this real quick. So hope a recovery is possible after the disbelief in this rally will fail like others. Right now, if we go back to PayPal, we'll just go back to PayPal and we'll go to the 1 hour chart. All right. And we'll zoom out. Well, how about we'll just go to the daily. All right. This is a rally here. This is a rally off the lows. Off that $50 mark, was that back in November. So this is right in October, right when fear was max fear in the market, And this is where I was buying. I started buying probably right in here, but I was focused on Palantir and getting a Palantir position built out because, like, if you know Palantir, you know that in 5-10 years, oh boy, I'm so excited for that. You have to think like in this mindset, in this terminology, you have to think like this. You have to think like a more long-term ideology here, and you have to think of it like, how do I say it? I'm not going to buy a stock unless I think that 3, 5, 7 years from now, I'm going to be happy with the results that this stock is going to give me. You know what I mean? That this business is going to continue to do what they're saying they're going to do, right? And so we're going to go back to that chart, right? here, and then we'll just read it out. Optimism, this rally is real, right? And that was what was happening. I mean, this one's even better. This one looks exactly like PayPal down here in the corner on the right that I'm highlighting here, right? And then time to get fully invested. No, back here when you were disbelieving the rally off of the bottoms, back here, right? We're obviously we went through this cycle, but I'm going to read it off. Thrill. I will buy more on margin. Got to tell everyone to buy, right? And then you get to the euphoria. I'm a genius. We're all going to be rich. And then complacency. We just need to cool off for the next rally. And then you have anxiety. Everything's fallen. Why am I getting margin calls? This dip is taking longer than expected. Then you have your denial. My investments are with great companies. They will come back. And in PayPal, you know what? I don't know that it ever goes back to 300, but I do know that buying at $60 and $50, because I have shares that are $50 in the account. When it went down in the 50s, I bought some. You're just averaging in. That's what, you know what I mean? Because I bought some shares yesterday, right? Or I think maybe one share yesterday. So that might have brought my average up a little bit, but whatever, right? And then you get to the panic. Everyone is selling. I need to get out, and then you take a big loss. And then you got capitulation. I'm getting 100% out of the markets. I can't afford to lose anymore, right? And this is like really what happened at the end of 2021 into 2022, right? And that's what happened to PayPal, and that's what happened to a lot of stocks. And you got mad, who shorted the market? Why did the government allow this to happen? Some bullshit, whatever, right? And then you get depression. My retirement money is lost. How can we pay for all this new shit? And then here's PayPal coming back up right now. This is a sucker's rally. And people are just, PayPal this, PayPal that, talking all the ish. And meanwhile, I'm sitting back. I'm like, dude, I just been buying the dip. I've been buying the bottom of this dip. You can see where the position is. 41.9235 shares. Maybe I'll make it 42 shares today. I might buy like a fractional share here because I still got a little bit of cash and I believe in PayPal for the long term. You know what I really think was going to happen to PayPal? I really think we're going to see the mid 100s. I think like if you think about it and you take into account like other stocks that are trading around, trading around a 34 PE and PayPal is trading at what, like a 12? So with pretty decent growth, if we take a look at hold up, give me a second. If we take a look at the company, here we have 8.71% revenue growth. Okay, all right. That's not bad. I mean, they're still growing, and these are good things for the company. And if we think about like they're still growing at a decent clip, they're just so undervalued. If you're looking at it in perspective, that we're not looking at a crazy growth company trading at absolutely devastating low forward PE on the stock. That's price to earnings. But if you think about it, man, this company has a lot longer to go up. I'm thinking a double up is possible from here, which would put it at 24 PE, which would put it right in line with other companies that are growing right about this percent. You know what I mean? It's not like PayPal's not profitable. They are. It's not like they don't, they're doing a $5 billion share buyback this year. $5 billion with a B. You know what I mean? Like, if we can look at their market cap, which is probably about what, 65 million right now. Where am I gonna find that? I gotta get better at this app. I'm gonna start getting better at this app. But let's see. Dang. Well, don't worry about that. I'm pretty sure that the market cap is probably around 65 billion to 70 billion. But I think this company could trade at 100 120, 130 billion. And that's a double up. And that's kind of what I'm thinking about. But that's right now. That's not future growth baked into the company. Also, I want to go to PayPal Investor Relations here. Oops. Hey, all right, so let's go to this latest news. All right, so PayPal today announced the appointment of Aaron J. Webster as Executive Vice President, Chief Enterprise Services Officer, effective March 18th. Aaron will have end-to-end accountability for global financial crime and fraud prevention programs, regulatory and government relations, and risk and compliance management, right? This is just another executive that Alex Chriss is bringing in that has clout with, you guessed it, Wall Street. And guess what he's trying to do? He's trying to please Wall Street. He's trying to get that. He's trying to get that share price up. And here's the thing: if you can think about it like this, he's bringing all these new people in, and himself. And guess how he's getting paid, or at least a good portion of his pay? It's going to be stock-based compensation, right? And so when we think about that, we think, well, now we have to understand that these guys are going to do everything they can to appreciate the stock price. Why? Because that means their stock-based compensation, so they're probably getting, paid at the prices right now, right? Well, if they double and triple the value of the stock, then they double and triple their pay. And so this team will be completely motivated that Alex Chriss is putting together. This team will be completely motivated to outperform. All right. So I think we see some big things coming for PayPal here. I'll read more about this guy. Aaron is a highly respected executive with extensive experience leading risk management and global operations for some of the world's most recognized companies, said Alex Chriss, president and CEO of PayPal. Throughout his career, he's established himself as a growth leader with a deep understanding of financial services products and how risk management can enhance customer relationships. I'm confident that Aaron will bring tremendous value and leadership to PayPal as we continue to grow and evolve. Aaron joins PayPal from SoFi, where he was most recently Chief Risk Officer, Global Head of Operations in Latin America. In this role, Aaron built integrated risk management to achieve readiness for launch and growth of SoFi Bank N.A., scaled global operations across people, processes, and tools, and established a presence in Latin America to enable modern payment infrastructure, unlocking financial inclusion across the region. Before SoFi, Aaron held several executive leadership roles at Citi, Toyota, and GE Capital. All right. PayPal's extraordinary commitment to risk and compliance excellence in global financial crime prevention has allowed them to become one of the world's most trusted financial services companies, said Webster. It's the privilege of a lifetime to join the PayPal team and contribute my expertise to supercharge the important work of protecting our customers and revolutionizing commerce around the world. All right. So what do we know about SoFi? Because that's where he came from this past one. And Citi and Toyota, I'm not sure what GE Capital is. I'm sure it's like, some sort of fund for financial services of some sort. All right. So let's just talk about SoFi. What have we seen happen to SoFi? Their business fundamentals have just gotten better and better and better and better. And if you think about it like this guy was a part of that team that helped make SoFi better and better and better. And let's go back here to more. Let's view all the news, right? Look what he's doing. Look what Alex Chriss is doing. He brings in Amy Bonatadebes. I'm not sure how to. I butchered that, I'm sure. Jeff Seeley, 3 new executives, right? 3 new executives come into the game, okay? That's a big deal, if you ask me, that they're just continuing to add people to the table. Let's go to 23. Dan And then, Dan Schulman, he departed from they're getting rid of the bullshit. PayPal named Susan Kerir, I'm guessing, as president of global markets. That was in December. PayPal names Archie Deskus as chief technology officer. PayPal names Jamie Miller as chief financial officer. They're totally reinventing the business here. Alex Chriss, the CEO. You know what I mean? And look at that. They totally revamped everybody and replaced a bunch of people. And if you think that these people aren't going to be hungry and ready to push that stock-based compensation up, you're tripping. You're tripping. Anyways, that's all I got for this video. I just wanted to talk about PayPal, and it was ripping and all that beautiful stuff. And it's at 66.45 now. I'm up a decent amount on the position. You know what I mean? Happy with that. But still going to add shares. And not only am I still going to add shares, but I'm going to continue to hold. And this hold is, a multiple year hold. We'll see what happens. I think I'm going to be very, very pleased with the results of this investment for the scrap account here. Anyways, y'all. And you know what? Feeling pretty good about $13,000 on an account I started back in October with $800. With discipline, effort, strong research, and weekly contributions to dollar cost average, and to buy the companies that are cheap at that time, that have great balance sheets, that have great teams, and are building great teams, and are looking to be the best at what they're doing, or just buying already the best. Tesla, Nvidia, Palantir, PayPal, Elf, Symbotic. Symbotic, you guys are missing out if you ain't buying Symbotic. I don't even know if anybody watches this channel. I don't care. I do care a little bit. I wanted to get better. But yeah. Anyways, I'm not a licensed financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Anything I say or talk about in this channel is for informational and educational and entertainment purposes only. Hit that like button, please. And thanks for being a part of the journey. Righty, baby.